All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of stuff going on in the USA. All right. We're going to touch base with the UFO footage that just came out. Everybody's going crazy. The government, we don't know what it is. Bull hockey. You know exactly what it is. We worked on it many, many years ago uh, when we were coming up with a jet propulsion uh, motor to land the lunar module on the moon. And that's exactly what it is. And it's even leaving vapor trails and exhaust trails. So it's not a UFO. Now we're going to take a look at what they're talking about, uh, and then I'll explain to you folks because they're using this whole UFO thing, folks, to kill Americans. They want you so crazy that you think UFO, and it's not a UFO, folks. These are all things that have been worked on for many years within our government. They know it. They know I'm telling the truth. Even the missile guys and everything. We've had enough of the poisoning, the madness. And some of these people did not pass the background check. Uh, some new people that moved in and they're wanted or whatever, or associated with bad things or whatever around here in town or whatever. I don't. They'll probably be leaving here soon. So just hold on to your horses. We're getting to them all. Now we're going to take a look at this footage that they're claiming is a UFO. Let me pull it up here. All right, let's get to this. I don't think this has any. This is just footage of what's going on. This looks like it's footage of possibly uh, an area out there in Nevada. Let me see if I can speed this up. All right, as you can see around it, there's like a fog, right? You see the scope, right? The bullseye in the middle of the scope. They're trying to track this thing. It's moving all around like that. There's exhaust coming out of it. Now, when we built this stuff for NASA, uh, there was a motor that they were working on. NASA was working on to land the lunar module on the moon. And what was it? Well, it was a jet propelled motor, and it was like a cross, and it had jet motors all over it and exhaust. And what it was able to do, it also had a gimbal on it, and that gimbal helped it stay stable and move around. And that's exactly what we're seeing. Is this Area 51? If it is, then that's probably what they've been using. Is that jet propulsion lunar module motor. And that's why you got exhaust shooting out 4 or 5 different ways out of it, right? The one video they showed, you could see it standing still, but you could see when it moved, you could see a vapor trail come from the top of it. Well, that's exactly what we worked on with NASA to land the lunar module. And it was just a motor. It was just a motor, a jet propulsion motor with a gyroscope on it to keep it. And it's obvious they've been using it for other things. And it can move in any direction, folks. It can move up, down, sideways, parallel. It can move everywhere. It's just a motor that it sustains itself in gravity. And that's all it is, folks. There is no UFO crap. There's no UFOs flying around. This is all stuff we worked on in the 50s, 60s, and 70s that we put on the shelves because we didn't have the technology or the rare metals to create and finish it. Well, that's what that is. And in the other videos that you see of this, you can literally see the vapor trail as it zigzags across the screen, right? A big bright thing right in the middle of it, and then you see like what appears to be a cross, and there's exhaust coming out the top of the, there's 4 points to a cross, and you see the trails coming out. That's what that is. They're lying to you, folks. They're trying to cover up all kinds of crap, murders, poisoning, you name it, political, whatever it want to be, whatever it is, corruption, whatever. All that is the lunar module motor that somebody got a hold of and is flying around, and that's it. The rest of the stuff is all man-made, flying cars that these rich guys made, and automobile companies. That's it, folks. There are no UFOs. It is all a scam. I'm sorry, but that's what that motor is. That's what we worked on for the lunar module. And it is an incredible motor. It will levitate and just sit there in midair. And within a blink of an eye, we can hit the propulsion motor, the jet propulsion out of the one side, and the thing will, in a blink of an eye, it's gone. I worked on that. I'm tired of the bullshit, government. I don't know who you're fooling. You might fool some of these idiots, but you ain't fooling us. We know exactly what it is. We know exactly who created it, how long it took to build it. This is not new technology. This is old technology that somebody is using to divert away from truth. And this motor can fly in outer space. It can fly in gravity here on Earth. You know, I got the footage. They flew it all around the uh, the hangar and in the lab uh, by itself. And then yes, it can make itself to uh, orbit, and it can fly in space. This is nothing new. This is nothing new. This is actually a motor that was from when we first put man on the moon. And if you don't believe me, look up the footage and you'll see the motor that we worked on. Uh, Now this is all old technology, folks. I give props to the guys that took it out of the lab and off of the shelves and are flying it around. Making people, it's a UFO. No, it's not. It's a motor, and that's all it is a motor with a fuel uh, tank on it. That's it. That's it. If it was a UFO, you wouldn't see any vapor trails from it, folks. You wouldn't see
If you've
anything.
been in an auto accident, you have a choice on where to get your vehicle fixed. Choose Bill's Collision in
It
Middlebury.
wouldn't
They'll
be
personally
leaving
manage
a
your
heat
claim, making sure
signature.
your insurance company pays what you're entitled to. Plus, they'll get the repair done right.
Sophia. All right, here we go. This right here is the NASA lunar motor. That's what that is. It's a UFO. That's not a UFO. You can see the vapor trails coming off of it and the heat signature out of the 4 points. It looks like a cross, don't it? With a circle around it. Exactly. That's the lunar motor. I give props to the people using this. I don't know what they're trying to cover up. Is it fast? Yes, I've seen it fly. It's in a blink of an eye, it's gone. And it can stop on a dime and it could just sit there and hover. And if we want to move it to one side or the other side, all we do is hit the throttle on one side, whatever, give it a little juice or whatever, and it moves. This is nothing new. This is nothing. My grandpappy talked about this stuff working on. This is old technology that somebody got out of the lab, maybe stole, and they're flying it around. This is not one of our real UFOs because there would be no heat signature, there would be no vapor trail, uh, there would be none of that, folks. None of that, and that's what we're seeing. Hold on a minute, I got to take care of this little booger. Sophia, I already fed you. No, you're not eating again. I'll give you a bone. Come on. No, I already fed you. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You get up there. You lay down. All right, sorry, folks. I had to feed this dog. I already fed the dog. I had to give her a bone. Yeah, so that's what we're looking, folks, at is the lunar module landing motor. Um, and somebody probably got it, stole it or something out of the lab or something, or Area 51 or out of our garage. And they're flying around. Yeah, that's what it is. Exactly. It's even acting like the footage that they showed me um, many years ago when they were working on it. That's what it is. Now, why? Well, they had to test it outside, right? And even when they were working on that motor back then, there was things that we didn't have. We didn't have certain metals that would have improved it and made it even more efficient and even more faster, and you name it. But we're in 2026, so now we have them rare earths, we have the technology, we have the computer boards and the flight control uh, computers and everything, and that's what it is. What is it? It's the lunar motor that someone took, tweaked a little bit, and they're flying it around, and people are thinking it's a UFO, but it ain't. All right, there you go, folks. We're going to solve everything one at a time. We're picking up all these people. They're coming and taking some of these people. They're doing all kinds of stuff. They've gone crazy around here too, but that's all it is, folks. That's all it is. Don't let them. Don't let them. Ain't it weird that that a lot of people are just now getting ready to get taken down? All this stuff coming out about the doomsday cults, the corrupt government, and all this. And they release this. They're like, we're going to release this. I'm like, what? The lunar module motor? They're like, how'd you know? Well, because we don't you know who we are? I don't think you folks do. But that's not one of the UFOs. That's a lunar module motor. I don't know what to tell these people. I don't know. Don't let them scam you. Don't let them, they're trying to, UFOs. They're diverting away from, they owe the American people a lot of money. They owe me a lot of money. They owe a lot of people money. And is it weird that these people are coming up dead and missing? No, not at all. That's what the government does. That's what the Nazis did back in Germany and all that. Yeah, it's nothing new, folks. Sophia, I already fed you this morning. It is only 10 o'clock. It is not time to eat. Nope. Hold on. Let me check and see if she got water. Hold on a minute. Come on. What is it? Is it a spirit or a demon? It might be. Who knows what they've been doing? But there you go, folks. Yeah, that's a lunar module motor.
Rare earth elements power modern life. America once led their production. Today, nearly all come from China.
Someone probably stole it and put a flight control computer board on it, and they're all flying it around. That's definitely the lunar motor. Sophia. All right, hold on, folks. Come on. All right, I don't know. She senses something. Maybe a witch, a warlock, or a demon or something. I don't know. I already fed her this morning. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Let the government know and everything. This is these people. They do. These people know what it is. Is this why it's being? Yeah, because people are not into science. They're not into mechanic motors. They're not into flying. So if you showed this to somebody like President Trump and said, this is a UFO, would Trump believe it? Sure. Would most of these politicians believe it? Sure. Look at all them windmills. You see that? Let's get back to that. That's a windmill field. That is a huge windmill field. You see all them windmills? And that's another thing I want to let you people know. Green energy works. These windmills work. But if you all found out that they do work, then everybody would want to be. And see why they said, oh, we don't green energy. But yet you got these windmills and solar play all over the place because it does work. And if every Tom, Dick, and Harry got into this business, there'd be no money left for them to make. So don't work. What are you putting up over there in that giant field? Shh, a solar panel field. I thought it didn't work. It don't work for you, but it works for me. It's all a scam, all the whole dang thing. Now, like I said, folks, if a lot of you people are having cramps, you're losing your hair, either these people hit this complex with the plague or cyanide, rat poisoning. So go to the doctor and get checked out. Either that or the junk they're shooting in the parking lots there might have infected who knows? I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't give a shit at this point. It was like I was telling the people, the man, I don't, at this point, you folks don't understand. I don't give a shit. We don't give a shit if you're a Mason, a biker, a holy roller, doomsday cult, terrorist. We don't care at this point. Yeah, so that's pretty much what it is, folks. Don't let these folks tell you any different, right? I know some of these people are pissed. My God, they're 80 years old. Look at that thing go right through the windmill field. Now, in order to do that, what do you need? Flight control. And that's exactly what they did. These are all drones. These are all some top shelf government, stuff we were working on way back. What is that? That's actually a drone that the company, the windmill company that you see, owns. And what do? They fly it out there so they can inspect the windmills so they don't have to load up a boat and go onto the ocean or drive out in the middle of nowhere when they could just send a drone. And they check out the windmills and stuff to make sure they're all running good and there ain't nothing wrong. It's just like cable companies, and they're all turned into drones now. Gas companies have drones so they can fly the drone around to see if they can, they don't want to get too close to a pipe or anything that's leaking in case it blows up. Or some of these drones are equipped with sniffers where they can smell, and if they smell gas, they know there's a leak. I mean, these are all things, but they want to divert you away from the murders that they're doing and all the money they stole from me. The torture that they've been doing to Americans, psychologically and physically, mentally, whatever. That's this to cover it up. They put this out, put the UFO stuff out. We got Bigfoot stuff on backup in case they don't believe the UFO thing.
Rewriting your resume till the cows come home? Introducing Indeed Career Scout. Get your resume tailored instantly.
Yeah, that's what most of these things are, drones and modular lunar motors that somebody rigged up to fly around. Would they be able to do that? Yeah, I seen it when they were creating it. I seen all the footage on it. Top secret stuff. It's a motor. It's incredible. It's its own gyroscope. I think can sit there and just level in one spot, not move. In a blink of an eye, we give it throttle on one of the jet boost motors, and the thing's gone. So that's what it is, folks. We're not falling for any of the bullshit. We're going through with full-scale invasion of everything, politics, everything. It's just, they're nut jobs, killing, poisoning people, shooting, doing all kinds of stuff. Biker club, bad boys, all this stuff. We're going to bring an end to this in America. You can thank these guys that are bad boys that are causing the trouble, folks. We are going to use small nuclear neutrons. We don't want to destroy the buildings because we don't want to have to rebuild America. But we are going to get rid of a lot of people in America because your compliments of your bad boys. It's out of control. How do you bring control? You got to wipe out everything. Once you wipe out everything, we'll come back around for the scragglers, and then we'll have to start over again. But we won't have to rebuild buildings and everything. Thank God. But that's what's going on in this neck of the woods. I don't know about yours, people, but you can thank all these people that thought they were under God or what. I don't know. But it's definitely going through, folks. This is evident. This is evidence that these folks are stealing top secret stuff. They can't control it. We're firing the whole system, the whole thing, and we're going to rebuild the whole dang thing. If we got to use small neutrons, that's what they're going to do. What I was told. If they got to use C-74 biolab, it's all over with, folks. You're going to die. America's going to die. No way around it. And you know what? We told them, hey, you don't run this country. The real people that run this country are watching the government. And if you get out of place, you're going to get your country taken away and your people wiped out. They didn't want to listen. Over 20 million dead from CV. Yeah, I think these boys have come to really stomp the shit out of this country and the people in it, and the bad boys. And they will take anybody in their path, whether they're innocent or not, boys. Whether they're guilty or not, whatever it is. It's happening. Nothing we could do about it. This is stuff that these people shouldn't have. This should all be top secret. And then the government on top of this coming out saying, we're going to release this. I'm like, all it is a motor. That's not a UFO. That's a lunar landing motor that someone tweaked. That's it. That's all it is. Your FUBAR. The whole thing's going up, whether you like it or not. Now, whoever sent that evil to us, whoever's been laying with us, all the witchery, the sorcery, the fake messiahs, put your goggles on and don't look into the light. And don't breathe the air because they're going through it. You people finally have drove everybody completely crazy. You've finally poisoned everybody. And now Someone's pulling the plug, and American citizens will suffer, and the country will suffer drastically. It's unbelievable what they got planned. It's just, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Oh, they already started poisoning your water, folks. Food, everything. This is just unbelievable. Hey, we warned these people. They're like, we're mafia. You're fucking dead. I seen what they did to your mafia boss. There ain't nothing left of the guy. They ran him through a meat grinder out here. A giant tree stumper. There ain't nothing left of the dude. They don't give a shit if you're mafia, gang, club, police, government. They don't give a shit. They were sent from the highest of highs to get rid of you idiots. And that's exactly what they're doing in America. Well, I already seen the plans. It's all over with. Good luck, folks. Good luck. Get gas mask and try and get underground, because the higher ups are going through with it. I know everyone, Trump runs it, the president, the government. No, folks. No, they don't. Sadly, you learn the hard way, but we went ahead through with it. We're going through with the madness and sitting home and watching it, getting popcorn out and just sitting around watching it. And it's happening all over. Good luck. God bless. I told you. Now we all suffer. Innocent people suffering, because how does the military work? If we have to kill a whole country to get one man, we'll wipe the whole country out and everyone in it. And now you folks will learn that they are going to wipe your country out and everyone in it just to get to one man. And that's how bad the machine is. And that's why they call us the best of the best. Sorry, folks. Now, I suggest you folks get out there and get your garage sale on and other things. I can give two shits what country, what mayor, what anyone says. It's on. And there ain't no calling them off. Like I said, the highest of the high sent them. And they are doing one heck of a job. And you ain't even seen, if the plans that I seen are the plans, America's over. It already is over. I had two family members that were in the Air Force. High up in the Air Force. And we make sure that the United States citizens have weaponry and bios just like the government. So I don't know, it's crazy, but that's what's happening in these neck of the woods, folks. Now, get out there. We got weather coming, bad weather, some rain. Get out there and do some garage selling today. Garage sales everywhere in town. I woke up this morning to go get a sausage sandwich from McDonald's, and there was just, before I even got there, I think there was like 5 garage sales going on. You folks have a great day. If you need to know anything else about what's going on, just ask me. That's the lunar module motor that they probably were testing out at Area 51. Or someone stole it and is flying it around the United States or the Earth. Is it possible? Yes. Yeah, if someone stole it, yeah, it's possible. Is it possible they did their own tweaking to it? And yes, it's very possible now, the technology that we have. Someone stole one of our landing motors, lunar motors, and they're out flying it around on Earth. Very possible. You'd be an idiot if you say it wasn't possible. Either that or that footage is from our testing site when we were testing the lunar motor. And that's all it is, folks. It's not an alien. These people are so brainwashed, so poisoned by cyanide and numerous things. They ain't even thinking straight. They'll believe anything. Their brains are so poisoned from whoever's been doing this that they'll believe anything. Even Trump believed it was a UFO. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. He's supposed to know everything. He don't know a lunar landing motor from a UFO. Our top generals didn't know. Are you kidding me? The general couldn't look at that and say that's a lunar landing motor that somebody's toying with or we're testing. You can see the vapor trails coming out. You can see the exhaust on it. When they hit it with infrared, you can see it. These are our top guys. Yeah, America's in deep shit, folks. Hold on to your pantyhose and pull your pants up because it's going to get real ugly in America. Not that it ain't already. Now, you folks have a great day. I'll be back with more stuff. If you need to know anything else, let me know. Now, we're still working on the murder that happened in town here, the double homicide. We're still working on that case in town here. They think it's somebody close or having something to do with some gang affiliations out of prison or something. Somebody doing so. I'm not sure. We're still investigating it, looking into it. We really haven't gotten too much information out of it. Only the one time LaGrange put something out on it. But it was an escaped convict. But, you know, there's other people that look something about a drug cartel, biker drug cartel. Got busted with a bunch of meth, weapons, prostitution, trafficking. I don't know. I have no idea. Gibson, somebody, someone, I don't know. That might be that dude that used to hang around out there at Cootie Brown's bar. I know there was a couple Gibsons in town, but I don't know. It could be having to do with the Delphi Club, so-called Indiana crew. These towns have crews, like mafia crews or gangs or whatever in Indiana. Kokomo crew, the Angola crew, the Delphi crew, numerous crews. And I think we got them in Indiana. And just let the government know. I think we brought someone in to do the job, and they couldn't get the job done, and we're bringing in backup. Who usually, when we call these people, they get the job done, and that's what's going to be happening in this neck of the woods, right, in Indiana. All right, folks. Get a hold of me when you guys got some serious questions and want to know certain stuff. These are drones flying around, folks, not aliens. These are spaceship landing lunar motors that are flying around. And that's it, folks. I'll let you know when it's a real UFO. Okay? I'll let you folks know. But other than that, it's not. This is all a diversion to take away from the murders that these people, and they're looking at some of these YouTubers for espionage, crime, all kinds of stuff, setting people up, numerous crimes. I couldn't believe it either, but you know, we live in a very sick country, folks. Very sick. Very sick. Honta is all over. spreading like wildfire. It's not aliens, it's diseases. And the government's plan in their book said this is called population control. Even though we haven't populated, there's tons of room on the earth. But the government, they're so powerful, these rich people, they call it, we have to get rid of these people. Population control. And that's what they're doing, folks. They're killing people because the rich, the powerful, whatever, think we don't belong here. And they do. So we are done with this so-called government that's in charge. And yeah, we laughed. Some of our generals laughed when they showed us that. I'm like, you people are that effing stupid. You want me to believe that that's a UFO? That's not a UFO. UFOs don't leave heat signatures and exhaust fumes. That's a landing module, lunar motor. Where did you get it? And now we're going to turn you in, and we're going to arrest you for having top secret stuff. So, yeah. And there you go, folks. The United States citizen and the working man rest our case. We've about had enough of you folks. Wait until you see some of the real stuff we've been working on. Yeah, I know Trump and everybody's pissed. We want what they got. You can't have, you ain't adult enough. Your country of America is not adult enough and is not fully matured enough to have any kind of my weaponry or planes, UFOs, or anything. Nothing. You can get as pissed as you want. You will never have full control of the United States of America or any of our real stuff. We'll let you play with shit that we did in the 30s and put on the shelves. Baby shit. We'll see you on the battlefield, boys. You folks have a good day. God bless. Get out there and buy some stuff at these garage sales. I'll be back.